Yo, welcome to Mendocino Mondays with Mikey B. Today, we're gonna talk about cleaning these nets. Pretty dirty net, as you can see. We're also gonna clean one of the keep nets. In order to do this, you're going to take the nets, put them in a 5-gallon bucket. Excuse me. And you're gonna take your alcohol. You're just gonna dump it in here like so. Alcohol these days isn't very cheap, but it's a lot cheaper than buying a new net. So I take about 2 gallons. It's gonna run you, at least where I'm at, about 60 bucks. But to buy 2 nets, it's gonna run you like almost 500 bucks, 400 to 500 bucks. So you just fill these things up, let them soak for maybe, I don't know, get it like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, depending on how dirty it is. And then when you're done, you're gonna just let it hang dry for a little bit until it's completely dry, and the wind is always a good spot. Make sure you recycle. So we're gonna let this sit here for about 10 minutes and I will get right back to you. While you're waiting for your 10 minutes to be up, you can also take a stir and really poke and prod these nets to get, you don't want to poke too much, but you want to stir it a little bit, and I don't want to get my hands in the alcohol because it'll dry my hands out too much. So you do that a few times, then let it just chill, marinate. All right, 10 minutes is up. So I'm wearing gloves now because I'm gonna put my hands in here because I'm gonna actually use my hands instead of the stick. So we're gonna pull this out. First the net. You can already see it's already whiter than it was. So shake it off. So shake it off. Then I'm gonna use the railing. This is dry because it's windy up here right now and it's actually getting warmer. So for the keep net, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and just do a little hand, just gonna try and clean it a little bit better. And it's already whiter than it was. And depending on how much keep and resin you have on these nets and the keep screen net, if you like RSO, you can also cook this down and it'll make some really nice RSO as well. So we're gonna let these just sit here and hang for a little bit. Let them dry out, let the sun hit them for a little bit, and as soon as we're done with this, I'm gonna take you over to the washing machine and show you how to put it in the washing machine on delicate. So you basically, being gentle with the nets and the screens, and then as soon as you're done with the wash, do it on cold cycle. You'll be good to go and ready to trim some more bud. All right. Now that we have the nets out here hanging and drying in the sun with the wind blowing, I'm gonna show you one of 2 ways you can save or preserve the alcohol that you've already used. As you can see, the alcohol is a lot darker now because it has all the trichomes and cannabinoids, and all the keef and everything that was on the nets is now suspended in the alcohol mixture in the 5-gallon bucket. So what I'm gonna do is, as you can see, I took a gallon jug, cut it in half because I don't have a funnel, but pretty easy, loaded it in here. But this is one of two things you can do. You can save it in here so you're not wasting it, and you know, if you need to wash it down the road, you can wash it down the road, and all you have is this so it doesn't evaporate. Or you can cook it down like RSO. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. There's instructions everywhere on the internet on how to do it. So as you can see, it's kind of like a golden color. Definitely not clear anymore, but this, once cooked down, will produce quite a bit of, maybe, I don't know, not quite a bit, but probably a few grams RSO, depending on how dirty your nets are. So this one's almost full. All right, that one's done. The top off that. As you can see, it is now a solid brownish golden color. So you can stick that in your freezer. You can cook it down, do whatever you want to do with it. But once you do, you're gonna have some beautiful RSO. I usually use 190 proof or 200 proof alcohol to make RSO. I don't usually use isopropyl alcohol. I know you can, it's just not my favorite thing. Can't stand the smell of this stuff, it's gnarly. At least with the 190 proof grain alcohol, I feel like I'm in a distillery or a bar. There we go. All right, so just in the process, I lost a little bit of alcohol, but I got 1.5 gallons, 1.5 gallons that I can save and or make RSO. So that's it. Now we're gonna head over to the washing machine. We're gonna put these things in the washer, gonna put it on delicate cycle, and boom, you're done. Got new nets. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take these nets right here and we're gonna put them in here. So boom, pretty simple. I do not suggest putting any nets in the washing machine unless they've already been cleaned with alcohol. Not good if you do it the other way around. So I like to use Branch's Basics because it's 100% natural minerals, no bleach or ammonia, no dyes or fragrances. So it's to whiten and brighten the nets. So take 1 scoop, put it in there, set it down, turn it on. We're gonna go to delicates and we're gonna do cold. We're gonna do, this is a medium size load. Nah, this is a small load. It's definitely a small load. So boom, there you go. And that's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap. Thanks for joining me, Mikey B, with Mendocino Mondays with Tom's Tumbler. See you next time. Peace.